Well, if you think about it, the average person works 40 to 50 hours a week, and there's only 168 hours, and you have to sleep part of that time and eat part of that time. A lot of your waking hours are spent with the people with whom you work and for whom you work. And so if you just silo that or isolate that from your overall being, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. And so it just made sense to us to incorporate, setting aside part of our profits every year, giving people time off, or oftentimes doing a group project together, where we could serve people that were less fortunate than ourselves, people that need help. Need is all around us. A half mile that way is an elementary school that we, when all the schools closed back during COVID in 2020, my church picked up 3 locations to deliver meals to every Saturday. So a half mile that way, I've probably spent 8 Saturdays helping feed about 400 families.
One of my favorite activities with AOG is the food bank we did with Capital, I think it's Capital Food Bank.
It's one thing to gather all of those things, but then to drive maybe 5 minutes up the road and have someone who can't afford something to us as very basic as a can of cranberry sauce was huge for these families.
We have a lot of fun doing it together, and it is nice to take a break from some of the pressures of managing money and financial planning and so forth. But more than that, I just think it brings a sense of perspective, and I think it maybe helps us attract clients that are similar to our mindset, and recognize the value of taking some company time now and then to serve in the community and to just try to make it a better, our community a better place to live. And I've helped a couple of clients set up 501c3 and foundations on their own, and the donor advised fund, especially United Charitable, you guys just make it so much easier. It's kind of dumb to waste that much time and effort to set up your own foundation when you have, for a relatively modest fee, a United Charitable that does basically a lot of the things you'd want it to do, and a lot of the hassles that you don't want to do.
So one of the benefits for us of having the donor advised fund is that I'm an overthinker, and that ironically helps me. That adds a little bit of pressure that gets me over that hump, if you will, of not knowing where to make the decision.
One of the reasons why Sheila and I started using it is, first of all, it's really easy. The joy is in seeing the impact of it. Not, we don't care about getting a building named after us or a pat on the back. So to be able to do it anonymously, to be able to do it really cleanly, to avoid the spam effect of getting your name sold all over the place. Again, the donor advice one just makes absolute sense. I think giving is a lot like a muscle. It has to be trained and developed and flexed and stretched and used frequently, or it atrophies. And so in the giving part of this, it's helpful to have processes and procedures to help people stretch and give and build strength and learn and grow and do better. So I guess to that extent it is important for people, and not because we're charitable and we want a pat on the back, but just that people understand accurately who we are and what's important to us.
It feels like a treasure given back. It is such a sense of joy.
I think the work that we do touches every aspect of a client's life. So for us, it's important to make sure that whatever we're talking about or bringing up has purpose for that particular client, and money touches everything. So for most of our clients, they have some kind of philanthropic drive. So for us to serve our clients the best that we can, we need to have that incorporated into our core values as well. And everybody that's employed here needs to believe those too, so we can work as hard as we can for our clients.
We value community in our firm here, so not only do we have the desire to really serve our clients well and to work well together, but we also enjoy working together.
Transitioning into AOG, joining at this time where the philanthropic heart of the company was always here, but at a time where we can really take it and run with it. The saying, like, Fred walked so we can run kind of thing. We're picking it up where Fred and Sheila have been, and all of us coming together and really running with what they've built.
but also to have a ground up, not a top down, but a ground up initiative of what are the most important things to us as a group. And so as a company, the giving that we're going to be doing is going to be things that are important to all of us. And so I just think that that's going to strengthen us even more, because again, it's initiated at the granular level, but we all own it.
There was a lot of talking about giving and not necessarily the actual action of giving in some of the firms I had been a part of previously or companies I'd worked for. Or it was, hey, we're gonna actually say that we're doing this, but we're not actually gonna do it. Where I feel like here at AOG, the administration and the ownership, the partnerships here, they actually follow through with what they say they're gonna do.
Philanthropy in general, it's like throwing money at a problem that you think is important, and it's not that.
Let's actually identify some causes that we could support and some actions that we can take. Again, putting actions behind our words and not just having an empty kind of desire to do something, but actually following through and doing it.
Money only gets you so far. If you don't have a team built up with these time, talents, and treasures, then they can't get anything done. You can't just throw $1 million at a homeless community and expect that to do what you have in your mind of fixing a problem.
It's really a sense of freedom. If you arrange your finances in such a way that you can give something, 1%, 5%, 10%.
To some organizations, $500 a month or $500 is huge.
Dime on every dollar. Just give that first dime on a dollar.
And can make the difference for a family or for a child in school.
Put 10 cents toward a charity, put 15 cents toward saving, investing, spend the rest of it. But put those goals first. Dime on every dollar goes first to charity.
And it's not going to solve the big problem, but my goodness, you have to start somewhere.
So the most important thing is to just get started. So if that's $50 a month or $100 a month, you just get started, you get that muscle and start using it, and then you exercise it, and then you strengthen it.
I think it fills your cup to feel so good about doing what seems so little. Like taking 30 minutes out of your day can change someone's life, and to you it's just 30 minutes.
Honestly, I think what's most important with that is, first off, they have the heart to give. Secondly, we can talk about the impact of that gift on what charities would support that. And I know United Charitable does a great job of kind of vetting the impact of different sizes of gifts and how that would make such a huge difference on a local charity, whether it's here local or it's just a smaller charity that may be from their hometown or something.
I think we get a little peek into heaven when we have we're just the incredible, amazing benefit of seeing that what we do here. I mean, so oftentimes, you're throwing a pebble into a pond and the ripples go far beyond your line of sight. You don't really see where those ripples wash up. So when you do get a chance to see it, boy, there's just nothing better than that.